What's going on, Virgo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're I hope you're having an intuitive week so far. Considering that your ruler just moved into Scorpio, how are you feeling? Feeling that, Virgo? Feeling your senses sharpened there? But for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Drive. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Virgo, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. Those dance moves are getting kind of weird there, Virgo. I'm still working that out there. I wonder if I have to like lock in something. Whatever, nature my problem. But Virgo, with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So, with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy around here, Virgo. Now, Virgo, I'm going to pull a few cards from this Oracle deck here, and then we'll get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links to them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below, Virgo, are some links for some other readers that I like watching, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group. I think you would enjoy them. But let's get into this first card here, Virgo, because this one's a little intense. So you have the Orphaned card here. And with this energy kind of coming through, I feel that there is, maybe for some, there's almost like a Three of Swords energy kind of coming through here. There's this, like, maybe there's been this sadness that has been kind of coming up here as of late. Or maybe there's some things that have, maybe we've kept kind of deep down, maybe some painful memories, or maybe even some, yeah, there's something that I feel like we might have kept kind of tucked away that may have been kind of just kind of bubbling to the surface here. We've been maybe kind of in a more sort of melancholy, maybe more kind of introspective, maybe kind of keeping to yourself type of mood, which Virgo, consider I was just talking about your ruler, that would make a lot of sense because Mercury is in Scorpio and will be in Scorpio till till the 10th of November. So you are going to be in a more kind of, maybe a little more kind of reserved type of energy there. Because Scorpio energy is one that is a little bit secretive until I feel like it gets to know you, then opens up and you find out just super loving energy. But I do feel like that there may be some things here, Virgo, that might need to, because this card is a number 5 here, and the 5 is the Hierophant energy, and I feel like there might be something where we may need to connect with these, and as it makes sense, Virgo, don't force this thing, but maybe connect with these sort of, maybe kind of darker, maybe sort of like more sad type of energies here in order to allow those energies to breathe, because when we keep stuff kind of tucked away and tucked down, even those like those emotions or situations and things that we don't want to deal with, then all those energies do is fester, and they kind of build and build and build until they just, it's almost like a pressure cooker. It's like you turn a pot on but you try to keep that lid knocked down. Eventually that thing is just gonna pop off there, Virgo. And that's where I feel like if we don't find like healthier ways to kind of let those, like, and again, you don't have to tackle this all at once, but just like allowing that energies, like little releases in things, so that it doesn't build up so much and become so overwhelming, that might make it so that when we do think about those things, they don't bring such a heavy weight with us. They come in, because even those darker stuff and things, they're all aspects of you, Virgo, your experiences, your emotions, and they shape the whole of who you are. It can't just be all the positive things, because we wouldn't have any of these positive traits about us necessarily if we didn't have anything to grow from in that aspect there, Virgo. It's these lessons here, but let me get some tarot on this and get some more details with that. Hmm. Alright, Virgo, let's see what's going on here. Interesting. Alright, so you have the Page of Wands and the Nine of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Swords upright. Now let's talk about the Eight of Swords, because I feel this is what happens when we don't deal with these sort of darker type of aspects things, you know, those sort of like harder, maybe even energies or emotions or situations. You know, they become this thing that keeps us bound here. It's like, and it keeps you kind of like trapped in a sense there, Virgo, and it affects how you see yourself, and it just like it just completely lowers your vibration here. And I feel like that it even can throw off your manifestation abilities as well, you know. It's, I feel like with the Nine of Cups being here, because this can be a very happy card, you know, very one of like wish fulfillment, you know, you're going more so like you're kind of like you're making your wish, you kind of had this sort of realization here. And I feel that it is, I feel like again there's this energy of needing to kind of embrace this, to understand these sort of like what we may deem as like negative emotions, because then that presents you with new opportunities for growth there, Virgo. It helps you tap into more resources and learn different aspects about yourself. And when we make friends with those kind of those dark ambassadors, they can elevate you in a very unique type of way, because now you're showing the whole part of you compassion. And that even helps us when we're dealing, you know, that develops this level of empathy in you as well, Virgo, that goes on to when you go to work with other people, you know, whether people might be seeking advice from you and things, you can kind of come at them from this place of understanding, because you've met yourself with that same understanding and compassion as well. And I feel though, like if we continue to ignore this though, it affects your energies levels. It keeps you kind of locked up in your room in a sense, and kind of gets you sort of trapped in this energy. You know, we might even get into this sort of self-deprecating type of energy. But yeah, I feel like the Nine of Cups too is almost like a card of being like a magnet too, and we attract what we're feeling, Virgo. And it's just like, let me get a little bit more with this Nine of Cups before we move on with this energy. Hmm. All right, Virgo. So the Nine of Cups is clarified by the Seven of Swords in reverse, and then you have the nine or the Ten of Wands upright. And you know, I feel with the Seven of Swords being in reverse here, you know, this can be a card of trickery and deception and things, and I feel that it's, for some, that it might be being, because sometimes I feel like when we have these sort of dark, you know, these sort of getting these more sort of like more depressing type of energies, that we can feel that the weight becomes too much and that we'll never get over that thing. And that's where I feel like this trapped energy is coming here with the Eight of Swords. You know, it's facing that honesty, being honest with yourself that you can get over this, you know, changing the narrative to how you might be dealing with this. Because, you know, the Seven of Swords can also be kind of like an alternative way of doing things. And that's where I feel like, you know, if you do find yourself in that energy and it gets too heavy, it's because you've gotten over things in the past that, Virgo, and you can do this again. But it's a thing that is going to require you to put in some work. You know, I see this girl, she's like, it's like she's kind of packed away and not wanting to, almost like kind of running away from her problems in a sense. And that's where it's like, if we keep running, we keep just carrying that stuff on our back, as opposed to go ahead and climbing up that mountain there, and then really seeing things from a higher perspective in a way, understanding why this situation happened, what in what area ways we can grow, and sometimes even just it can even be just as simple because Virgo, you're a sign of service as well, and I feel that even if it's just to for you to develop this compassion because you're tough enough to deal with this in order to help others get through their situations, that can be even rewarding too. You can provide the resources and the coping skills that helped you out that you could have needed for when you were going through this thing, and be that person that you've always wanted to have in your corner there, Virgo, if that makes sense. But all right, think I'm gonna pull out of that one. So just something to kind of ruminate on there, Virgo. Let's get another oracle on this. Thank you. Oh, I like this, Virgo. Switching up the vibe here because you got the exchanging gifts card here. And you know, Virgo, for some, I feel like with this again with kind of piggybacking off that orphan card here, I do feel like that as you come to face these things, these more sort of these learning more about yourself and facing these sort of, let's say, that more darker side of yourself, you know, that one that, you know, that sadness, all of those energies, you know, it can be, I feel like the more that you embrace that side of you and learn to show that side compassion, then you do, you know, you treating that side of you with love returns that love in return. You know, for example, I had a moment where anger was a weird one for me to deal with. Like, I wasn't consider myself like an angry person, but when it would pop up when I would get really frustrated, and then it would come out in a really heavy way. It would be very overwhelming. I try to stay calm. It's just like, all right, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. And then I would lose it and then get wrapped up in it. And just like, it would be just all consuming. But then there was one day where I was like, I just gotten up and I had, my thoughts were in this sort of brighter energy. And then I got caught in a thought. And then it's kind of spiraled into this kind of angry place. And I found myself just kind of pacing all over the place. And at first I was like, you know what? Come on, move on from this. But I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and deal with that. You know, like, let's explore that a little bit further. And got a little more inquisitive with it, and it was an interesting experience, and I definitely, you know, ended up kind of breaking down. It was just a lot, but I was able to look at myself in the middle of that breakdown and show that, like, all right, you're feeling this thing. It's not great in this moment, but man, it provided this level of catharsis later. And it's just like, you may have went in kind of feeling this dark energy, but look at how you came out that box when you took some time to reflect, and things came out a brand new you there, Virgo. But that's just for some there. But I do even feel that maybe there is going to be for some this, like, I feel like it's almost giving me like this sort of like socializing energy with this exchanging of gifts. You know, maybe we're like getting to going to like maybe hang out with some people possibly. I mean, even think with the Page of Wands, this could be like a funner type of energy. Maybe we haven't gotten out, hung out with friends, or maybe just like, or maybe just got out and socialized. You know, this could be where it's just like I don't know, it's like we're exchanging these opinions and things, and then like you may learn some new stuff here, Virgo. Let me get a little bit more on that and see what's going on with this exchanging gifts here. Because you may even be receiving a gift from someone, possibly. You know, that's Let me get a little bit more on this, Virgo. Oh, abundance! Look at that Wheel of Fortune popping right on there, Virgo. Let me see what's going on with this. Oh, all right, Virgo. All right, so you have, and there's that Three of Swords we were talking about. You know, so you have the Magician and the Nine of Wands in reverse, and then you have the Fool, the Three of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune upright here. And You know, Virgo, I feel that it's you know, especially if you considering that we were talking about that and the Three of Swords popped up. If you have been, if there's been something that you've been dealing with here as of late that has been just again kind of keeping you down, maybe it's gotten you to this place of burnout. Maybe we've had a lot to deal with on our work, on top of these intense emotions, or it just really kind of feel like something that's sort of throwing your flow off with you. Because this is your ruler, the Magician. This is Mercury energy. I do feel that maybe for some, maybe you find yourself getting invited to some sort of event here, possibly. You know, maybe this is, or maybe this could even be getting out to, hmm. It feels like even like a going out to maybe like there's some sort of like maybe neighborhood event. Maybe they have like a some sort of festival going on or something. I feel like is going to socialize so that you can just kind of get out of this rut. It's like I'm even getting this feeling, Virgo, with doing this. It's almost like you kind of exchanging gifts with the universe in a sense. Like, you know, you doing something that can kind of break up this sort of maybe rut that you might have been in, or this sort of like this sort of maybe sad streak, or maybe just being kind of caught in your head in a sense. That this can just change the flow of things a little bit. Like just get you in this let me get a little bit more on the Magician before I move on from that. And this could even be, if this is not you, Virgo, maybe this is someone that we might be dealing with. You know, as far as like maybe we notice a friend has been going down, or and it's like could we even be kind of taking them out on the spell, you know, kind of helping them raise their vibration in a sense, you know, giving them this gift and thank you. Huh. So the Magician is clarified by the Justice card upright and then the Eight of Cups in reverse. And this card is even, and that kind of changes things up a little bit there, Virgo, because I even feel with this exchanging gifts, this could even be, it almost gives you like a Six of Pentacles energy, just like making sure there's reciprocity, you know? I feel like maybe it's just like maybe making sure that things are fair in a sense, because I feel like when I was talking about maybe this is someone that we're dealing with, maybe we have someone who's like constantly kind of throwing their this heaviness on you, you know, wanting you to help with your problems, or in which I'm all about, you know, being there to help others in need and stuff. But if this is getting you to this place where things are kind of like got you feeling kind of burnt out here, Virgo, or if we feel that this the exchange is not fair here with the Justice card, you know, to kind of switch that balance up here a little bit. You know, maybe let go of the idea that you always have to be the one that has to be, you know, has to be on. But, hmm. Yeah, that's another energy too that's coming through there, Virgo. So just something to be mindful of there as well. But I do feel that, just one more thing, Virgo, that for some too, there is this energy of, it is like an energy of getting out there. You know, maybe there's like a birthday gift that, or a birthday party that's getting ready to happen, or some sort of event that I feel like is going to come up in. And I feel like this exchanging gifts, it doesn't necessarily have to be something physical that you're bringing, but this can be even just like the gift of of good conversation, or something to kind of get this. It's just, I'm thinking more so the Mercury side of the Magician, kind of something to a little more mentally stimulating in a sense. Maybe we've been in just again like this hermit type of energy, or and even just thinking with the Justice, that's Libra energy, you know, socializing and things. And Mercury just moved out of Libra, so it's like, and I don't feel like it's even having. And I even said that too, and not that Libra's superficial, but more so about, since Mercury is in Scorpio now, like exchanging things of a deeper type of nature here, you know, forming like a more kind of solid bond there, Virgo, if that makes sense. But I think I'm gonna pull out of that one. So just something to think about. Now let's get your last Oracle card here, Virgo. Ooh, interesting. And yeah, you are. So you got the Observer card here, Virgo. And I like this too, because this. I feel for some with this, the first thing that popped in my head, considering too that Mercury's in reverse here with Magician being here, that there is this energy of needing to be a little curious, Virgo, kind of being more. Yeah, just it's this very curious energy that I feel like that's coming through here, kind of seeing things a little bit deeper, kind of going into getting like lost in some studies or things along those lines. But I do feel too that there is this, and again, it's like I feel considering that your ruler is in Scorpio, that you might be feeling more in this kind of observer type of role here, kind of like analyzing things a little bit more. You like not necessarily like being guarded, but just kind of listening more to like I guess to like people's. Yeah, that's more so what I feel like I'm trying to get out there. Like it's like an observing more of just like what people might be saying, paying attention to their actions, seeing how if words are matching actions and even I feel like kind of like observing yourself there, Virgo, seeing how are there things that we're having trouble letting go? Are there things that we're not being honest with about ourselves? Why have we been low energy? What is this kind of this kind of darker energy that's in? If we haven't gotten out there more, have we haven't taken a leap of faith or and like finding the cause too, especially I feel like with the Nine of Cups kind of being here with the Wheel of Fortune, thinking about what you wish in life and if things haven't been working in the way that you want to go, what can we do to change that? But let me get some tarot on this and get some more details with this observer. All right, Virgo. That's a little bit. Ooh, and there you are, Virgo. Love that. All right, Virgo. So you have small little Versa storm here, but that's all right, Virgo. So you have the Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and then the Sun card in reverse here, Virgo. And then you have you, the Hermit here, upright. And let's switch back over here, Virgo. Because I feel with this observer, and kind of how it came coupled here with you, Virgo, the Hermit being here, I do feel like with this, and I like this too, the Six of Cups. This is the Sun in Scorpio. Sun just entered Scorpio, depending on when you're watching this, on Monday. But I do feel like there is this kind of energy of reflecting on some, like maybe like our past decisions or our past situations here, and it's like with the Sun card, it's like seeing there's something that's trying, there's some clarity that's trying to be brought to our attention in a sense. Maybe this is reflecting on the people that we've been around, or again maybe like the choices that we've made, maybe again what we're having troubles walking away from with the Eight of Cups, the things that have maybe upset us in the past, just a lot of stuff, maybe why we haven't been able to manifest the things that we want. I feel like this is really asking yourself some really kind of deeper type of questions here and facing them with that sort of again with this taking like a real kind of honest look as to that justice energy, that cause and effect, how your decisions have made this reality that you may be in right now, Virgo. And because I even feel with like the Four of Pentacles, it's like even like maybe if we don't have the finances that we want or have necessary, maybe not even necessarily finances, but even the security that you might want there, Virgo, and yeah, approaching this thing from a new, just kind of sitting with that for a little bit. Because there is, Scorpio energy does bring a lot of powerful change to the mix. And I feel this can be one where you really can utilize this energy to your advantage. And keep in mind too, Virgo, once your ruler moves out of Scorpio, it's not like that energy just goes away. It's just that while you're in this Scorpio energy, it's more heightened, it's a little more potent and more easily accessible into you to tap into new type of skills or learn more about yourself. So, all right, Virgo, I think I'm gonna leave that there. So yeah, just something to play around with during this little season here. But if anything resonated with you, Virgo, if you like that, give it a thumbs up and share this, Virgo, because I feel like this can be kind of hard, especially because this orphan card even kind of feels like kind of feeling like maybe a little even left alone or hmm. But if you know someone who's might be kind of feeling this thing, maybe need to get out and like maybe go to like a little event or whatever that's looking like, Virgo, you share this. And then subscribe there, you magician. Hit that bell button, get notified when I have these videos each week. And then lastly, Virgo, if you have any Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, come on over to the Jared and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get you surprise cards here so I can get you out of here, Virgo. And you got the Star card in reverse here, Virgo. And I do feel like for some that if you've been feeling this sort of like this lonely even energy with the orphan card here, because I wish I would have touched on that a little bit more. But the Star card can be a card of unexpected help, coming in for you, Virgo. So that's one thing, but I feel like you have to get out there in order to receive that help, or maybe make these feelings known. But the Star card too can be a card of healing, and there's just feels like that again with this Observer card, how that came up. There may just be some things that we might need to reflect on, see if that could use a little more nurturing energy that we may have kind of kept tucked down in a sense. But the Star card is also kind of, it's looking to the future, making that wish we were talking about with the Nine of Cups there, and what is it that we want to change in life, where do we want to grow and thrive in. So but let me get your other oracle card here, Virgo, so I can get you out of here. I like that, Virgo. I like that you got that with the sun here too, because you got the blessed day card, Virgo. And that might be something for some too, just to even in like kind of your darker type of times, when you feel like not the energy's not quite so high, just always reminding yourself, that even though the vibrations might not feel there, it is a blessed day today, because this is an opportunity for you to raise that vibration. Even if you feel at your lowest, the nice thing about that is you can only go up from there, Virgo. So even that's a little pick me up there. I know it's like small and it's just sort of like, well, whatever, Justin. But it's hey, you gotta start somewhere. And there's those small victories, finding those things that can lead to that bigger victory, get you to your sunlight, get you to your wheel of fortune and feeling abundant again, Virgo, because you're always abundant. But just sometimes when we're in that lower vibration, it's just harder to see that. So I feel like, try not to lose that lust for life, that carpe diem with the Fool. Seize the day there, Virgo. But, I think I'm going to leave that there. But, you stay safe out there, Virgo, because this was a little tougher energy that was kind of coming through here. But I do feel that there's growth coming there, Virgo. And you raise your vibration through the roof. Because, like, your last card here. It's a blessed day today. And maybe make that a thing, Virgo. Just a little mantra. Man, today is a blessed day. Like, hey, you having a blessed day? I don't know, Virgo. That's you yelling at the, not yelling, but exchanging gifts with others. I look at you, Virgo. I love it. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.